everyone. We are here for our March challenge. I'm going to go ahead and give it a minute or two while everyone kind of trickles in. Whenever you are ready, let me know by popping, I think, your location in the chat. What city are y'all from? I am currently in San Diego, California, and the weather, so I'm a Virginian, born and raised. The weather here is phenomenal. I'm definitely going to move to the West Coast once I start working my full-time job. But yeah, so come in, hop in where you're from. I always love to see it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, 1 a.m. in India. Whenever like I do these live streams, workshops, whatever, typically midday, like my time. And then there's always people from India who are like, yeah, it's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how are you surviving? Some UK people loving it. Okay. Ooh, Arizona, pretty close. Surviving on milk. I honestly, Praveen, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I cannot do that. I go to bed at like 10 p.m. Like I'm way too sleepy for it. Yeah. Ooh, we have, yeah, you gotta sleep early, gotta take care of your health. Okay, so it's been about a couple minutes. So anyone who like comes in later, they can always trickle in, it's no worries. So today we are on day 5 of the March challenges. We're gonna learn about how to make, just a basic Discord bot, and also make a basic Discord bot, as well as how to keep it up and running for free. Like, I discovered this recently and I'm super excited because it gives me a chance to like make my own small bots and make them so customized to like what I want them to do, and they never go offline and I don't have to pay. So like, amazing. But basically we wanted to keep doing like these March challenges because I remember I did a couple during local hack day build, and it was so much fun and we got so much participation. It gave us a chance to kind of interact with y'all and have y'all learn alongside us. So kind of imagine them as like a workshop, but like more interaction between you and me. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show the basic setup for how to get a Discord bot, like, set up through like the developer portal, things like that. And then we're gonna kind of brainstorm together and come up with what we want our bot to do. This being said, this will be, more improv on what the bot itself is going to do. We'll probably keep it like pretty simple just so we have enough time for it. And you'll see me like live debugging, live coding, doing all of that like in front of y'all. And then at the end, to wrap it up, I'll show you all how we can keep our bot consistently running. And I like tried this out earlier this week, and my bot that I made 3 days ago is still going. And the best thing is that, someone asked what the triple tap notification is. That's Slack. That's how MLHers communicate with each other. So yeah, so I see a lot of people are familiar with Slack. I love it. If you see me looking between like this screen, that screen, I just have 2 monitors. So like I'll have chat open up on that screen. I'll have my code open up on this screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and kind of begin. If y'all haven't seen the Discord notification, there's a couple things that we need to do, include checking in to our March challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop a link in the comments. Go ahead and click that. If you do not have a My MLH account, please make one now, so that way you can go ahead and check in. That way you always get your points for it. And so while we're like, if you notice, someone asked earlier if Local Hack Day Share has showed up or started yet. It starts on March 28th until April 5th. And we just wanted to have these live streams to give you all something to like get hype about, but also also give you some new ideas for things to do at hackathons. All like everything that we have is so easy. Okay, wait, sorry. What is we don't have your MLH account, Mara mean? Because I think if you go ahead and go to that link, that should be a link for everyone to go to. And if not, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, haha. Definitely glazed past that. I love it. But make sure y'all go ahead and check in. And then I'm also going to pop in. Okay, so this is that first link y'all should be going to. I'm also going to pop in the one for this event specifically. So this is Discord bots, you know, happening now. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the chat. And that way we kind of make sure that, you know, we're letting everyone know like who's coming to this event. And then also, I mean, I would love to just get a lot of participants and be able to see everyone. So basically the register and check-in, I'm just gonna click this button here, register and check-in. Boom, I'm checked in, done. And then we're gonna go over to Discord bots. I'm gonna do the same thing. And boom, it loaded. I am all checked in. Sorry if I'm a little loud for headphone users. I try to be more animated online. So shout out to everyone who's already checked in. Shout out to everyone who's checking in with me right now. Okay, so to set this up, give me one sec. So to go ahead and set this up, we're going to go to discord.com/developers/applications. Let me go ahead and get that link for you. What we used to stream, we actually use StreamYard. It's so great. I love it. I do believe there is a free version of it as well. You'll just have like the icon in the corner. Okay, so make sure you go to this page right here. It's gonna look something like this. I believe y'all should have a Discord already. If you don't, definitely make one. It's how you can join our hacker community on Discord. It's such a fun time. But also, using that same account, we can open the developer portal so that way we have access to all of these amazing things that we can do. So make sure that you are here. If you once you get here, just like let me know, give me a little bit of a time check so I get a general feel of what's up. I also might have to step away halfway through to just get myself some water. So, Polisol asked, like March challenge, will we have different challenges for different months? This is right now something that we're piloting because we did live streams during local hack day build. Such a great time. So we wanted to bring it forward for March. And, you know, depending on how this goes, whether y'all like it or not, this all depends on check-ins, just kind of sharing your projects on dev posts, things like that. Depending on that, we might, I don't know. You might have a chance to engage in more challenges in the future. So make sure to participate in this month if you like it, and then we can go ahead and look at, you know, bringing in more in the future. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna kind of assume that everyone is at least at this developer's application port. So this one is, you know, the setup for, you know, just having the bot, pretty easy. All you're gonna do is go to new application. So we're just gonna click that. You're gonna get this notification. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna call this name MLH test bot, just because like because you're gonna be able to see this token, I'm gonna probably just delete this afterwards. So you can name it whatever you want. If you have ideas for what we should have our Discord bot do, like maybe respond to certain messages or do certain things like that, kind of have that in the back of your head, and when I ask you for them later, feel free to suggest. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just create this application right here. Now we're gonna see that we have this beautiful icon over here. It's M-T-B. We have this MLH test bot and just all of this. It's pretty simple, just like this. So now, what's up, solid bones? That fun fact, y'all, my initials is R, MLH, and I also work at MLH, so some may say it's destiny. But okay, so now we're here at this Discord bot. We just made this application, but we haven't officially made the bot. So we're gonna go to this bot section right here, and you see that build a bot option. You're gonna go ahead, go all the way to the right, just add that bot. And then we're gonna say, yes, do it. Amazing, a wild bot has appeared. We have, made a bot. I could end this workshop right here. I'm not going to though, because we have so much more cool things to do. So now we kind of have a bot right here. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna make sure I give it the correct OAuth. So for me, so scroll down to bot permissions. I'm gonna make sure it can view channels. And then I'm just gonna make sure that it can do all of these text permissions, just because we're just gonna make more of a simple kind of text bot right here. Essentially what we're gonna be doing, we can do anything that has, anything that's gonna have to do with just the text, just to keep it kind of simple and easy to do within this time. That being said, there's so much great documentation out there that you can do so much so easily. Okay, so now we just created the bot permissions. We're gonna go to OAuth 2, and we're gonna go ahead and go do, we just go to this bot right here. Scopes, you may need the, okay. So we're gonna make sure we require OAuth code grant here. I'm gonna turn off public bot for me, just because, or actually I'll leave it open. But this way, so you know, public bot means that anyone can add it. If you want it to be something personal to just you, then make sure that you uncheck that. Okay, so now, oops, I need to go ahead and redo all of this. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and save changes. Now that we've gone ahead and saved changes, I'm gonna give y'all a second to kind of get here. At this point, if you have not created a Discord server, make sure you do that now, because it's really great when you're making Discord bots to have this kind of test user, or sorry, have this kind of test server. So that way, if you're trying to figure out how to make a new bot, you have the manage server permissions on it, as well as knowing to see all your different bugs. So give me one sec. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is really quick, we're just gonna go to OAuth right here. We're gonna go back, we're just gonna click bot. We're just saying that it's a bot. And then we're gonna redo all these. I know, we're clicking so many checkboxes today. Okay, so I'm gonna go to text permissions, view channels, things like that. Copy. How do you save? If you're on bot, you should see something in that bottom area that you can go ahead and save. So for me, if I go on bot, well, don't worry too much about that. Just mainly you can build a bot, and then I'm getting that same thing really quick. As long as you just copy that link right here, copy this link right here, that's all you need to do. Okay, so I just want to kind of verify that everyone has a Discord server that they can use. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my server and kind of show y'all what's up. Okay, sorry. Application window. Okay, so this right here is my bot server. As you can see, it literally just has my 2 bots. This is the bot that I made earlier, where you can kind of just do a verify command, and you can just do some kind of email. It verifies via like regular expression, and it'll send you like a DM if you get it right. Okay. But that being said, if you don't know how to add a server, click here and so click here. By that, I mean, go to that bottom right. Oh, I am not sharing my screen. Okay. So if you don't know how to make a server, go ahead and click this bottom right or bottom left, add a server. And you're just going to create your own. You can just say like, skip this question and just give it a name and press create. It's going to pop open like, I think, a general text channel and general voice channel. No biggie. Okay. So that way, that's how you kind of get set up with that. Okay, so now I have to go back to sharing my web page. Okay, so this is the web page right here. So just to kind of, so what matters here is what you can go ahead and do. You don't necessarily have to save for OAuth. What you just need to do is go to OAuth 2. You're going to click the scope bot, and then you're going to give it all these permissions. At that point, you're just going to copy this link right here. Okay. And once we, shout out to y'all. I'm so brain dead. Okay, so sharing my screen now. Let's go ahead and, so we're at general information. Okay, you go to general information. We're going to go to auth 2. Go ahead. If your bot isn't working, don't worry about it. So now we're at auth 2. We're going to go ahead and click bot right here. Thank you, Solid Bones. Yeah, just think a little bit. Just, just feel the website. Okay, so we're going to go to bot right here. Okay, if y'all see that, I'm circling with my mouse. And then we're going to go ahead and just do these bot permissions here. Okay, so don't worry about bot. And we're just going to click all of this. It's a lot. Okay, and that's all that you really need to do. You actually don't really need TTS messages. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is now, now I'm going to go ahead and copy this link. Okay, so you see on general permissions, it can view channels. On text permissions, it can just do everything except for send TTS messages. It doesn't really need to. If you want to check that, I mean, like, no harm, but nah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this right here. Now I'm going to open a new tab, okay? And then I'm going to just paste that link. Okay, so now we're at this page right here. MLH test bot, connect to Discord. This is like my sign in. And then I'm just gonna go to my bot test server. So add to server. Then we're gonna go ahead and just click continue. I'm just gonna give it all these permissions that I originally said I wanted to give it. And I'm going to authorize it. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Gotta check to see if you're a human. I unironically hate those. Okay, so if you notice, we kind of run into a little, integration requires, okay. So we kind of run into a little bug right there, but that is okay. We will work through that. Right now, kind of that gives you like an idea to kind of see, what is the process kind of like. You're going to take this, you're going to have these permissions, you're going to take that link, you're going to paste it and kind of walk through it. But we'll go ahead and revisit that later. And so that way we can kind of get started on the coding portion. That is a little bug that I have not run into before. So we can try it out, debug it a little bit, and a little bit of live debugging never hurt anyone. I think it's always good to learn some. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and kind of move into the coding portion. So this is REPL.ia, REPL, I think. Just go to that link right there, and it's going to give us a chance to kind of code inside of a web browser. This is also going to give us a chance to kind of store this code somewhere and have and constantly keep it running. So that way, we don't have to like create a whatchamacallit, like web server on our own, like local computer or go pay for like cloud computing or things like that, we can go ahead and just do it all in this one browser. Okay, and so now we're gonna go ahead and I'm not sure what this looks like if you are completely new. I think it's similar to this, but we're gonna go to this top right button right here, and we're going to click Python. I'm just gonna make it whatever the default name is. It doesn't really matter too much to me. And then I'm gonna change it to like whatever the bot name is. Doesn't really matter, but you can do it. So go ahead and just create it. I'm making mine public so I can give you all a link towards the end if you all want to check out like the code that I have in case you run into any bugs or typos or things like that. You can make yours private. It's whatever you want. Public will probably be best. So that way we don't run into any errors with like the bot later. Okay, so you should have this page up. Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're doing this in Python, okay? So that means that we have to go ahead and download the Discord library in Python. Super easy. You're gonna import. If you've done any of our Capital One Intro to Python workshops, you'll definitely remember import. I feel like we definitely cover this in 1, 2, and 3. And it's a great way to just have a bunch of libraries, basically code that you didn't write, code that you're borrowing from someone else, and put it into your own code to make it run faster and easier. So we're gonna go ahead and import Discord right here. That's it, we're chilling. Okay, so now at this point, all right, it's okay. People said we could use these packages. There's a lot of really great documentation. If you go ahead and just look up discord.py documentation, you'll see, because I don't have the link right on me, you can see like there's this whole like discord.py.readthedots.io. And it's just, there's so much you can do here, and you can like search up things to do. So you'll probably see me searching things up while we code together so we can figure out what the best way to do what we want to do is. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and code a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of explain this as I go. So we're gonna do import OS. Import OS is just something that's going to allow us to get our environment variables in a safe way that we aren't releasing them to the public. Y'all are going to see my environment variables today. Generally, do not do that. Do not share your environment variables. The only reason that I feel comfortable doing it today is because I will be deleting like this bot or changing the code right after. And if y'all really want to hack my Discord bot, please don't. That's all I have to say on that. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done import Discord, import.os. We're gonna go ahead and do a couple more things with the Discord library. This is just getting us set up. So we're gonna just make a bot variable that is equal to discord.client. This is basically saying like, hey, like here's Discord, like pay attention to the things that are happening. Okay, then what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna do at bot.event. This is just saying like, hey, like here is it's just saying like, hey, here's an event that we need to pay attention to. Just wanna let y'all know, be on alert for that. We're going to go ahead and I don't know if I have a Macho Man impression. Oh, sorry, I'm a little distracted by chat, but honestly, keep popping things in chat. I'm loving it. Okay, so now that we have at bot.event, we're gonna go ahead and make a async function. Async is something where typically in a lot of code, you'll kind of have things happen like one after another. It'll just like run through real fast. I'm not ignoring chat. I care for y'all. Okay. Honestly, it's giving me enjoyment. Okay, so async is just saying like, hey, here's this function. Whenever you call it, make sure like wait for everything in this function so that way we don't run into like maybe missing data in the future. So this is really useful when you're doing things like calling APIs and you have to populate all that data. Okay, So now we're at async. We're going to do def. Again, this is just a function right here. We're just defining the function. We're just going to say on ready. So it's like, hey, whenever you're ready, we're just going to do something that just says print. I'm going to do double quotes. You can do single quotes, whatever you want. It's just preference. Just keep it consistent. Okay, I'm going to say we have logged on as zero.user. So this is basically saying like, hey, this right here is saying like, we have logged on as this specific bot. Okay, so once we like get everything running, it's going to give us something that says, hey, we've logged on and we're ready. So we want that to be happening. Then we're going to go ahead and do bot.event again, but this time we're going to have this be for on message. So it's when we're going to get these messages. So what we'll go ahead and do is we can kind of have it. And just say print received message. So this right here, we're going to go ahead and kind of keep it like that for now. We're going to fill that in soon, but then we're going to also do something that says bot.run os get env, and then we're going to do token. So this right here is going to be what's actually running our bot. Okay, so we need, if you remember, I mentioned that OS allows us to go ahead and get our environment variables. It looks like it's trying to get token right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to wherever we can get, so we're going to go ahead and make a file. This is called .env. Okay, here in .env, this is our environment variables. Again, if you've done the Intro to Python workshops, this is familiar. If you haven't, definitely check them out. They're one of my favorite localhost workshops. We're going to go ahead and make a variable called token right here. So this token right here is going to correspond with our API key. So that means we're going to go ahead and go to our bot. And you see right here, it's going to say build a bot. We're at that build a bot section. And it's going to say token right here. You can click to reveal, or you can just copy. Doesn't really matter which one you choose to do. I like doing copy because it makes sure when I copy it, I don't include like any white spaces that might mess something up. Shout out to this. I actually always request doing the Python localhost workshops because I think they're so fun, and Python is how I started coding. So, okay, can I see the main code? I only got to line 10. Of course. Just really quick, I'm going to go ahead and do the token, and then I'll give you all some time to check out that main.py. Okay, so if you see the token, make sure you do copy. Regenerate is really great if someone else has gotten access to your token and you need to change it. You ideally don't want people to see your token because regenerating means that you have to change it inside your code, which can be annoying, but that's what I'll be doing later today. So I'm just going to take this token, I'm going to paste it, boom, done, we're chilling. Okay, so now go ahead and if you haven't had a chance to do this, feel free to. We will be just chilling for a sec, just together. All right. Sorry, that's just me opening up a new tab. Okay. So let me know if everyone has gotten the code. But once you have, we can go ahead and move on. Oh, where do we paste the token? That's a great question. So if you haven't, go ahead and make sure you add a file in that top left, okay? Just click it, add file. Once you add a file, make sure you name it .env. This is a pretty standard file name that basically tells your code like, hey, this is where all the environment variables are. We don't really want to be sharing this out here. So make sure that you kind of put it in this file. The great thing about reply it. I'm not sure how to pronounce this website name. The great thing about that and a lot of online IDEs is that they will, even if your repo is public, they will not publicize this file right here. Yes, it is Slack. I use it for many a thing. So thank you. I'm not sure how to mute my desktop. REPL it? Reply it? I don't know. REPL just makes me think about my choices in life. But you know what? REPL.it, REPL.it, REPLit. Wait, I kind of like this one. REPLit. Repelite. You know, this reminds me of when people are trying to pronounce latex or LaTeX. Everyone does it kind of differently. Wait, but what does this mean? Is that Replit? Okay, I'm going back to sharing the screen so y'all can see this. Repeal it. We definitely all have different opinions, but you know what? It doesn't matter as long as we know that we're talking about the same thing, as long as we're coding on the same thing. Oh, that being said, that if you do want to code this on your own computer, you can, but I like doing it this way just because, especially for workshops and live streams like this, it keeps it a lot more consistent. So yeah. We're just vibing right now. We got time for this, so if y'all want to take a chance and just kind of chill, you can. Okay. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is figure out what that bug with setting up our bot was. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure, I'm gonna redo the process to make sure everything is all good. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my developer portal, the bot. It is a, honestly, yeah, you can chill. If you got the same bug as I did earlier, we're just gonna go ahead and debug that now. Okay, so we wanna make sure to I have notes off to the side, so that way if we run into problems like this, we can go ahead and fix them. Okay. So we've gone ahead and we've created the bot. We're at build a bot right now. And then we're going to go ahead and we've already gotten the token. Okay, so now, wait, while y'all are chilling, feel free to read this. This is great. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go to auth2. We're going to go to this bot under scope section. And then we're going to scroll down to permissions. So we're going to go ahead and just view channels, add reactions, We're going to go ahead and just use all of those right there. At that point, then we're going to go ahead and copy. Okay. Copy, and then we're going to go ahead and paste this right here. I do have managed server on my test server, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it at my test server. And I'm going to authorize. If I get that same error, you know what we're going to do? We're going to be real programmers, and we're going to Google it. Okay, so integration requires code grant Discord. But I love learning things today. Okay, so let's see what. Oh, this might be because we have two-step authentication, which I just did right before this workshop. Okay, hold on. So bot requires code grants. Let's look at this GitHub thing right here. Okay. Oh, let's just untick the require auth 2 code grant. Let's see what happens. Go to bot. Right here. So right here, if you go on bot, it says requires auth 2 code grant. You're just gonna unclick that. And we're gonna save changes. So whoever was asking earlier, how do we save changes? It's just this little thing that pops up at the bottom. Save changes. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and go back to OAuth, and we're gonna do all the permissions again. I know, it's tedious. It's okay, it's coding, it'll be fun. We'll have our own Discord bot at the end, and we're like, wow, we did that. And we can flex to our friends and be like, yeah, you should have been a computer science major, but I'm kidding, don't actually brag like that. Don't ever let anyone know I said that. Okay, so what does require OAuth 2 code grant for? So let's go ahead and read this right here. Okay, so if your application requires multiple scopes, yeah, so basically this is just saying like you want to make sure that your bot doesn't join until your application has been granted a token. So something like maybe you have a bot and but you haven't actually connected any like applications to it. This is kind of giving you like a chance to kind of pause and like wait for it. Okay. No, CS majors, being a CS major is really fun. Promise. If anyone here is watching this, being a CS major has been the greatest decision of my higher education life. No, in a real note, love being a CS major. Have so many cool perks, and I have friends who are like, I don't know how to do this one thing. I'm like, step aside. I taught my friend to copy and paste once. That was the highlight of my high school career. Okay, if you didn't see a save button, okay, let me go back. I'm not sure if if this is showing my save button. Yeah, it should just be right here. Like if you make a change, you should just say save changes right here. Okay, so now if you go ahead and you did that link that you got in that OAuth 2 tab, after you give it all the permissions, you should see authorized right here. And now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you what my server looks like. Okay, less screen sharing today. Okay, so right here, we have this MLH test spot right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this kind of off screen. I'm gonna really quick go to my REPL it and run the code. That's just a button at the top. I'll go ahead and redo it too, but this is just so I can get something set up. Okay. So it's gonna, actually let me go ahead and share it now just because it's going and taking a while to set up. Okay, so if you haven't, go ahead and make sure that you see this green button up at the top, that run. We're just gonna click that. Also, I don't wanna get fired. So we're gonna do fun stuff with it that makes sure that we include everyone, because that's what MLH is about. We're about empowering hackers and making sure that we build this global community of people who look out for each other while also making some really cool tech stuff. Okay, so, okay, now what ends up happening is we run the code and we get this message that says we have logged in as like the name. If you notice, what you have probably is once you first start running it, you're gonna download a bunch of different packages. And that's all cool, that's all dandy. You don't see that because I already did that. And so then once we go back to our Discord, I'm gonna do that off screen and I'm gonna type in a message into the chat and you're gonna see that it received a message right there. So you kind of see like it prints right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of start off by doing a really basic bot, and then we go ahead and pop some ideas in the chat of what you want to like work on doing, and we can figure it out together. And then in the last like, what's the word? Probably at like 12:45 Pacific time, so about in 35 minutes, like we'll code for 35 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and show you how to keep this bot constantly running for free. So that way you can empower yourself to make some bots. And I hope to see some bots this weekend. And I believe we're doing, at our first party hackathon, I believe it is Corgi Hacks, unless I'm a week behind. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do something. It is Corgi Hacks. Okay, yes, I definitely want to see some Corgi themed Discord bots this weekend. If anyone has, okay, I like to do the emphasis. I did theater all 4 years of high school, if you can't tell, but for free really matters to me. I'm a frugal person at heart. I do not like spending money unless it is warranted. Okay, what it goes in the environment file. Okay, so right here, it's just our token. So we're just gonna make this right here. So this token equals, and then we're gonna go ahead and this key right here, again, no need to hack me. Y'all are making your own Discord bots. It's a fun thing that we'll do together, not hack each other. Okay, and so then then in order to get that token that we specified, we're gonna go ahead and go to our build a bot here, and we're gonna make sure to copy this token right here. Once you copy it, go ahead and paste it, boom, you're done. The bot is now connected to the code. Okay, cool. Yeah, that being said, should y'all get stuck at any point, want me to go back, whatever, we will do it. Okay, so now we're gonna do something with the message. So yeah, we received the message, that's great, but we wanna make sure, one thing that we wanna make sure is, let's say that we wanna do like the kind of call and repeat kind of bot. So like, if I say ping, my bot says pong. Or maybe I say hi, and my bot says hi back. And so the way I would do that in the code is I would check like, hey, that message that was just sent, does that have hi in it? If it does, go ahead and send hi back. But then we have a check there that we did not, we don't have a check there because we didn't account for, if the bot sends a message back, that's another message in the server, and the bot's gonna go, hey, that message says hi, I should say hi back. And then we end up in this like stuck cycle of just saying hi, 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 hi. People are going to leave your server, mute their notifications, not gonna have a fun time. And a big thing about MLH is we want y'all to have a fun time, so we're gonna make our bots fun. If your permissions aren't saving, what you can always do is kind of walk through this with us and then kind of get that idea going. And then at the end, I'll say after a little bit to kind of help debug or anything. Okay, so now we've gone ahead and done this. So what I mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that the person who wrote the message is not the bot. So we're going to do that with a pretty easy if statement right here. So we're going to say if, we're gonna do message.author. So message is an object that holds a bunch of different attributes, one of them being author. And we say if the author is equal to double equals, because this is a comparison, if it equals to the bot user, we're just gonna return. We're just gonna leave the function. We don't need to do anything. We're big chillin'. That's a phrase that I learned from Solid Bones, so shout out to Solid Bones. Okay, but we're just chillin', okay? However, if it is not the same author, so it's not the bot who, it's not the bot who sent the message, we're gonna go ahead and do some stuff. What do y'all want the bot to respond to, and what do you want the bot to say? Keep in mind, we are doing family-friendly, fun, inclusive things. Aside from that, feel free to like suggest things. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of write the code. So I'm going to say if message.content starts with, so this is going to be like, maybe if we're going to do some kind of command, so like we can say, I'm going to put in something that just says hi for now, and then we can go ahead and edit it later. Okay. So then what we're going to go ahead and do is it says hi. We're going to go ahead and send a message back. So we're going to do await message dot channel dot send. So this is saying like, hey, the channel that the message was sent, let's go ahead and send our own message back. And then we're just going to go ahead and say hi right on back. And that feels good. We're just chilling. We can say else await message channel dot send. Why don't you greet me? All right, so this is just to get us starting back. Or actually, this is just to get us kind of started, and then we're gonna go ahead and do it, change it up to something a little more personal to us. So I'm gonna stop it, I'm gonna rerun it, okay? Just make sure that's getting the proper code. And then it's got ahead and said that it has logged in. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the Discord. Let me make this, I'm just sharing my whole desktop so we don't have to keep sharing and unsharing the screen. Okay, so now, this seems like a good bot that we can check out. I haven't done too much with the images, but we can learn together, and that's what matters. Okay, so if you go ahead and say hi, you're just gonna go, let's say, hey, Dolce, that's real cute. And our bot goes, why don't you greet me? We're being a little bit rude, so let's go say hi. And our bot says hi right on back. And notice that even though it says hi, even though the bot responds hi, the message starts with hi, it isn't saying hi back because we had that check in the beginning. Okay, so now you have a working Discord bot. Okay, I think that is phenomenal. Now we're gonna go ahead and spend the next 30 minutes just kind of making it our own. So a suggestion that we got was replying to the pics of Corgi might be a little hard because that probably has to require our bot to know what a pic of corgis would look like, which requires machine learning. It might be a little too ambitious for 30 minutes. But what we could do is we can make it a really simple, easy, like we say corgi, and then it sends us a picture of a rabbit because I don't have a store of Dolce photos, unfortunately. That's something I'll be having to talk to JP about. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and go back and we're gonna Google something that just says, oh, what if you have a keyword to return that image? Yeah. So what we can do is keyword to return that image. We can just say if, let's say if our message content starts with corgi, then we're gonna go ahead and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Google how to do this, okay? I know, right? Googling, crazy. How to make a Discord bot. How to make a Discord bot send a photo. Love Googling, such a good time. Okay. So, how use Reddit, use dbot maker. I think if we, let's click this, Discord bots, Reddit. Reddit can be really great for debugging, but also looking at just some like Discord documentation is really great. Google Google is a household term. It's the same. What am I going to say? I'm going to go ahead and DuckDuckGo. I mean, probably could say it. Maybe I will. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and embed image. So what's this right here? Let's look at what Discord embed image says. Okay, there's more information. There has to be. Okay, it's just gonna take a sec, I feel like. I'm gonna look up image. Gotta DuckDuck that. That's valid. I will take that. That is valid. Okay, so I'm just gonna search through the docs. Oof, my computer, so slow. Search through the docs, kind of figure out what image API can we use? Something that I'm wondering, what happens if we just go ahead and we look up bunny GIFs and we just go ahead and send in the GIF? Will Discord automatically embed that? Can it be that easy? This one, real cute. This is not sure how I feel about it. This one, I'm in love with. Someone asked me, integrate this bot into a website for live chat. This specifically will be for Discord. I don't know too much about embedding like a Discord bot into another website, but that being said, there are a lot of different like libraries out there that do allow you to do chatbots for website. It's just one DuckDuck away. So shout out to who said DuckDuck. Solid Bones. Shout out to Solid Bones for saying DuckDuck. But you can just go ahead and like look up a bunch of libraries. It's relatively easy. Also, you can check out Microsoft Azure. They have a bot that you can kind of respond, that learns and does some responding for you. And it's pretty easy to set up without any like coding knowledge. I felt that. That's why we're here. That's why we're this little baby bunny yoga mat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy the link address or the image address. I'm gonna make sure that, cool, that's the correct thing. Then I'm gonna go back to my code right here and I'm gonna see if it goes ahead and just sends that link, what ends up happening. This might be a little hacky, but that's what we're here for. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo this. I'm gonna say corgi. Okay. Did we do it? We did it. So there's probably a better way to do this, probably a more efficient way to do this. But when we're doing a hackathon, we gotta go fast. We gotta do our things. So this kind of gives us just one example of something that we can really do. For anyone that might need to hop off because it's 2 a.m., I will quickly show you how to go ahead and keep your Discord bot running. So I'm gonna go ahead here and we're gonna go to something called do Uptime Robot. See you to anyone who has to go. If you go to Uptime Robot right here, what we can go ahead and do is kind of sign up, make an account, and then we're gonna do a couple more things onto our Reply It. So something that we have to do for our Reply It is that we're gonna go ahead and make a web server. Okay, so this web server right here, we're just gonna do it simply with Flask, just because Flask is easy. We can call this something like stayawake.py. Okay, now we have this new file called stayawake. This is what we're going to go ahead and do to make sure that our code, our bot stays up, stays awake. This is gonna be pretty simple. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say from Flask, import, you guessed it, Flask, shocker. We're also gonna say from threading, import thread. This is just gonna give us a chance to kind of use those two libraries to kind of give us a chance to keep keep hitting the web server, essentially. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say app equals capital F Flask, and an empty string inside of it. This is just like getting us started like with the app. This is a couple like, this is more about like Flask syntax. I'm not gonna go too much into it because for this, like you literally just have to, make this one file with Flask and you're done. And like it's basically set up. All that main coding is in like the main.py anyways. Okay, so we're gonna make something called home. I'm just saying like, oh, like if you get to just like that plain URL, go ahead and hit home. And we're just gonna return and go like, hey, I'm awake. And you're like, oh, cool, you're awake. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna say, def run. This is just giving us a chance to like just kind of run it on whatever network we're on, and then through this port right here. Again, the logistics of this or like the in-depth description, you don't necessarily have to be like a Flask expert. You just need like what I'm about to do, all like the lines of code in just a second. This is our last function, and we're just going to put that in. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is we're making a Flask app that kind of gives us a chance to create a web server that can be constantly hit, because the anyways, this online IDE kind of shuts down your code after I think about an hour of inactivity, which if you want to keep a bot constantly running, not super great, not really what you want to do. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to make this web server that Uptime Robot is going to keep hitting about every 5 minutes to make sure that it doesn't fall asleep. The great thing about Uptime Robot is that you can have up to 30 monitors for free. Okay, 30. So definitely make sure that you have that. Someone said, write a bot that wakes up this bot. You know, honestly, if you have more than 30 bots and you make one bot that hits all of your different bots, like just in order, and you get that bot hit by Uptime Robot, that's a hack. That's a hack, and I'm here for it because we are Major League hacking, if you don't remember. Okay, so we've gone ahead and just made this Flask code right here. Pretty simple. Now we're going to go ahead and rerun. So now we have our Flask app. You're going to see it downloading the dependencies, all of that. And you're going to see some Flask specific stuff. Okay, so now we are here. I'm going to give y'all a chance to kind of type this code. So let me know when y'all feel good. Well, that is great. I did not know that. Do you mind sharing like where that feature is? And is that feature free? That being said, you can also use this for any other online IDE, this kind of method, if you're interested. Okay, so go ahead and keep running it. If you notice, nothing has necessarily happened. Nothing has necessarily happened. We've made this whole app, but we're not getting anything about Flask. Like, yeah, we downloaded Flask, but we're not quite doing anything with it. So one last thing that we have to do is from main.py, we're going to go ahead and say from stay awake, import stay awake. This is going to give us a chance to use that code. So what we're going to go ahead and do is make stay awake right there. Okay. For anyone who is just joining, I'm trying to think. You would have to have your own Discord server so you can test a bot. You would have to download a Discord or get a Discord bot via the Discord developer portal, and then open up Replit. So, okay. let's see, can I copy and paste that link? No, I unfortunately cannot copy and paste that link. We will Google it at the end though. Okay, so now if everyone is here, yeah, if anyone like needs to set up, like make a Discord server, okay, make a Discord bot on the developer portal, and then go to REPL.it. We will, yeah, you're right, we'll doc it. Okay, so now we're here, and now we're gonna go ahead and stop again. And now when we run it, hopefully we'll end up with the Flask stuff. So if you notice right here is now we have a web browser in the top right that says, hey, I'm awake. And we're like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you're awake. So we're gonna go ahead and just take this link right here. And we're going to go back to Uptime Robot. We're gonna add a new monitor. And I'm gonna go ahead and HTTPS. And we're gonna go ahead and make a friendly name. That's gonna say, let's say MLH testbot, just keep it consistent. We're gonna make this like that URL right here. You can change how often you wanna do it. I'm just gonna say every 5 minutes just because it keeps it kind of consistent and I know it's not gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna go ahead and create the monitor. Okay, so now it's going to kind of take a sec. But that being said, this is my Discord bot that I made about 3 days ago. And if I do verify not an email, it's gonna go ahead and say, hey, email not found, please try again. It also goes ahead and for safety will delete the email inputted. So this was just a bot that I was kind of playing around with just to learn a little bit more. To have a bot, like if you're running an event or you have a server that's limited to a certain community, or you want, you want validation between a Discord user and their email, or some kind of connection, you can create a bot that goes ahead and ask the Discord user to verify themselves first before they can interact with the rest of the server, and then save that email to a a Google Sheets or a CSV or something. So yeah, hi to anyone who just joined. So what's up, Adam? So what we're gonna go ahead and do is now we've kind of had a chance to go through it all. Now we're gonna go ahead and duck really quick. I almost typed duck. We're gonna go ahead and look up REPL it always on feature. So this is really cool. Okay, this kind of gives you an option to always turn it on. Ooh, and it looks like, let me make sure that it is free. So the thing about this is while it is always on, it looks like it's only available if you pay $7 a month. Okay, so this is a great free way just using Uptime Robot for up to 30 monitors. Okay, so up to like 30 bots. Okay, so you did not get that web page open on REPL. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these steps again to make sure that everyone's gotten to the same place. So we've made this Flask app right here. Okay, it's called Stay Awake, and so it's stayawake.py, and we're gonna go to main.py, and we're gonna go ahead and say from Stay Awake, from this file, go ahead and import. Okay, import that function. Then we wanna make sure that we call it right before our bot. If we call it right before our bot, that's gonna like open up that Flask app, and also that's gonna open up our Flask app, and so that way, like, if it's getting hit, it's gonna keep that, it's gonna keep it awake. It's gonna keep it going. So go ahead and make sure that you have the Stay Awake file. Then you said from Stay Awake, import Stay Awake, and then go ahead and pop that right in there. Okay, let me also figure out how to share this with y'all. So if y'all want to check it out, feel free to like see what my code looks like just by doing that. Okay, so that being said, now I do not want to do. Again, please don't edit. Let's keep this as clean as possible for everyone. I don't know if you have edit permission or not. But yeah, so this is kind of what that code looks like. So if you find yourself like, hey, like this isn't working, go ahead and try like copy and pasting or kind of reading through like side by side on your screen and seeing if there's anything that, you know, may have gotten like skipped or things like that. Okay, so if you notice, like I'm getting all these different pings now too. Okay, so now we have this right here. Let me scroll up to see what different people said. So we kind of, just because we're on limited time, we said if you say corgi, or you can say anything that starts with corgis, corgis are cute. It's gonna go ahead and just, you know, we don't have pictures of Dulcie, so we've gone ahead and just found a bunny GIF. If you want to make this more interactive and like more random, something that we can do is we can go ahead and say, we can go ahead and do is we can have a bunny list right here. And this bunny list can be a list of strings of bunny GIFs. So go ahead and make sure these quotes are good. And I'm gonna add a couple more. Hopefully not weird ones. I'm sorry for that weird one earlier. Okay, this GIF doesn't automatically move. Ooh, wait, that's so cute. It's eating. Okay, we're just gonna turn this into looking at bunny GIFs. Okay, so now we're gonna make another link. I'm just gonna do 3 just so it's enough like diversity, but not too much that y'all are just watching me look at bunnies. But could you be mad if I just looked at bunnies? I don't know. I wish this one would load. It looks like it has so much cuteness potential. Okay, wait, this one's wearing a hat? Or this one's eating? Okay, will this load? This one was worth opening into another page. Oh my goodness, I regret nothing. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and paste that there. So now it's munchin'. Okay, so now we have this list right here. Again, if you have gone to any of the Python workshops, please go to them. If you haven't, they're great. You'll like learn some Python, do some cool things. We're gonna go ahead and import a library called random. If there are bugs in this, I am improv coding, so you know we're gonna live debug if there's problems. We're gonna go ahead and import random. It's a library that, you guessed it, gives you random numbers. There is a function called random choice. I don't remember how to use it, so we're going to look it up, Google it, DuckDuckGo it, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and W3 schools, there to save the day. It told me all I have to do is say import random, and then you go ahead and do random.choice, and as an argument, you're gonna pass in your list. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do, exactly that. So instead of this link right here, it's always been the same, we're gonna go ahead and do random.choice, and we're gonna go put in bunny list. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and stop and run. Okay, so it's gonna take a sec. We got a lot of things going on, but it's a good thing that we're going on. Okay, so sorry if my computer like dies a little bit. It's a little slow, but we're vibing, we're chilling. Okay, so we've logged on as our bot. We know it's ready. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna say corgi. Corgi. Oh no. Okay, that's our bad on having a bad link, or that's my bad. But that concept that it's randomly happening, the concept that it randomly happens is still going on. Okay, so it kind of gives us some options. So a couple of hack ideas, if y'all are interested in, you know, doing a kind of Discord bot, what I've seen done, just some throwing some ideas on there. You kind of have the basic call and repeat, essentially. So you can say, like, if someone's feeling insecure or sad, you can give them some words of encouragement. So if you hear, like, see like the words like, I suck, or this is hard, you can go ahead and say, like, no, you've got it. You can do it. And you can have a bot that constantly, like, feeds that encouragement to your server members. You could also do something like, I'm trying to think of, like, ideas off the top of my head. If y'all have ideas, pop them in the chat. I love to see, like, the things that y'all think of. But you can do a lot of really great different things with Discord bots. I've seen people use them to make announcements. So whenever they have a tweet that goes out, they make an announcement in their like one of the channels, like, and that embeds the tweet. How would we connect this to a live server? The same way we initialize the bot. So yeah, exactly. So right here, the only reason this server is, like, not live or a test server is because I made it a test server. This is a live server, okay? So this right here is a live server. Like, I could invite y'all to come in, come join my channel, and everything like that. Ooh, sorry, I'm in a couple of hackathon channels. Always gotta say hacking, y'all. But I can invite y'all, and this could be a live channel, and everyone could test it out if they wanted to, just for the sake of making sure that I don't have too many people in my test server. I will not be doing that today, but it's super easy. You just kind of, let's go ahead and go to this, okay, so this authorize access right here. Let's see if I can go back really quick. Will that work? Okay, so that same link that you got in the beginning, when you say add to server, I'm like the server manager of, like, a bunch of different things. And so I could technically add this to whatever Discord server I'm in charge of. Will I today? No, because it's very niche bot. But could I? Yeah. So yeah, it just kind of gives you that opportunity to share your code out into, like, the real world. Okay. Does anyone have any questions, or maybe anything that you might want to try to do in, like, just like 10, 15 minutes? We can try it out, or we can do it together. That being said, if anyone else has taken the time to maybe try another Discord bot while we worked on the Corgi bunny thing, like, let me know. I'd love to, like, have y'all share, like, anything you've worked on. Okay, recommended resources for Python commands. So if you're talking about specifically, like, Python in general, come to the Python localhost workshop. But no, realistically, W3, W3 Schools? Yeah, W3 Schools is honestly such a great choice for finding resources. You can also go on Geeks for Geeks, which I always like, and Stack Overflow. These are all just general programming help, to be honest. But as for, like, trying to figure out what to do with, like, the Discord bot, the documentation here is pretty extensive. If you're like me, sometimes I snooze a little bit while reading documentation. So I just Google things, and it turns out a lot of people have already done the thing, and they can help me out. So yeah. Okay, repeating the setup for Uptime Robot. So I think this also kind of goes in a little bit with Stay Awake. So after the Stay Awake, you've gone ahead and made this whole Flask app. Okay, it's 15 lines long. You're chilling. Then you're going to go ahead and go to your main.py, and you're going to make sure to say from Stay Awake, you're going to import Stay Awake. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and just call that down here. This is essentially saying, like, hey, I'm running a web app now. So when you go ahead and run it on reply it, I feel like I know reply it's wrong. It's just like saying it. You're going to go ahead and you're going to see on the top right, you're going to get this little web page. And you're going to go ahead and just take that right here, and you're going to copy it. Okay, so I've gone ahead, just highlighted it, Oop. Well, I highlighted and copied it. Then we're going to go to uptimerobot.com. Okay, so ideally you have, you've made an account. So what you're going to go ahead and do is you are going to add a new monitor. And at that new monitor, you're just going to say, like, hey, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put everything. You're going to make it HTTPS. It's a web page. The friendly name, you can say whatever you want. You can say, this is my bot. Name it, again, it's a friendly name. So essentially what that means is you want to name it something that's going to be memorable for you. So for me, like the previous one was MLH-testbot. So I'm going to say, this is my bot. I'm going to say, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste that URL there. You're going to set that monitoring interval to however long you want. If you want to do this for free, or if you have a free Replit account, your server is only going to stay active for like an hour. Okay, it will reboot after that hour if you open it up, like open it back up, but it will not just continuously stay on. So by like the maximum you want to wait is an hour, but you know you can put it at like every 5 minutes just for good measure. Then you're going to go ahead and just create that monitor. And oh, well, it's not going to let me create it because that link is already existent. But once you create it, you're going to see something like this right here. So yeah. So this is gonna eventually like run later, but this kind of gives you like a great opportunity to like see a little bit about your stuff. So for me is I did this a few days ago, you know, prep for everything. And it just looks like this. This has been going on. There's like no downtime. It started on March 3rd and it's been going for 50 hours. It has not been down. So we're big chillin'. All right. That being said, does anyone have any questions? Anything they're wondering, anything they're pondering, things that they think just might be fun? I'm here. Other than that, like, you know, you essentially, just to kind of recap what we've done, I'll go ahead and share this. I can share it. Y'all will be getting edit access. Y'all will be getting edit access, so like, don't do anything inappropriate, please. Thank you. Okay, so if we do not get that pop up, the uptime robot does keep the bot running for free, because essentially what you're doing is it's just up to 30 bots, okay, up to 30 monitors. It will do it for free. I'll just send it. You don't even have to put in credit card information. I literally just made an account. So you know it's not going to charge you. And it definitely has a good free tier. So as long as you're under 30 monitors, all good. Okay. If we do not get that pop-up window when we click run on repeat, are we still good? Okay. So I'm wondering why you may not get that pop-up window. Okay. If you are, some things I want to make sure that do you have this entire code, the stay awake code, and are you running it right before your bot runs? Is that a yes or a no? No, she would so mean. I just borrowed your code and it works now. No, that's why I shared it with y'all. So like if you are having bugs, like you can go ahead and edit this. And like the thing is, like the great thing about coding is it's all meant for, you know, people to kind of work with each other. That's why, you know, we're MLH. We're all about building a community and also kind of sharing our innovations with each other. Not saying that this is an innovation, but it's some code that, you know, y'all can, if, you know, working together right now, we're figuring out how to set up a Discord bot and how to keep it running for free. And now y'all can take that knowledge and go ahead and make your own hack and maybe make a Discord bot that gets thousands or millions of downloads into different servers. And like the fact that that is just, you know, like there's no cap to that. There's no cap to what y'all can do is amazing. Okay, so I'm glad that your code now works, even if it takes a little bit of borrowing, but y'all have explicit permission to feel free to borrow my code. Okay, that being said, if there are no more bugs, no more questions, no more fun things to discuss, then I'm going to head off. But if there are, I'm happy to stay on for a sec. So yeah, I'll probably give it some time. While we're there, I'm gonna go ahead and redo my money link. Yeah, thanks to everyone who came and joined. It was such a fun time saying hi and getting to know y'all. Yeah. Where's the URL for my bot? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so the URL for your bot, this will take you all a month. Oh, that being said, actually, before y'all leave, I want to make sure that you have a chance to submit this onto DevPost. Sorry, do not let me forget. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go to, oh, parts of the IDE are not working correctly. That's okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to this site right here, our DevPost for March challenges. We're gonna go right here. Make sure that y'all are logged in, okay? We're gonna go ahead and join this hackathon. By joining this hackathon, I'm just gonna say that I'm working solo. Major League Hacking told me about this, and I found out via the website, Discord's not an option yet. So I'm gonna say I have read and agreed to be bound by the official rules. Okay, so make sure y'all are here. We're gonna go ahead and just register. And we're going to create a project. So, like always, y'all are hackers. You probably have been through this process several times. I'm going to go through some CAPTCHA if I know what boats look like. I think that's all that is. Oh, nope, that's a boat there. Not a robot, I promise. We're going to go ahead and name this Discord bot Corgi gets bunny gif. I say, if you want a bot, ooh, that's my Siri. If you want a bot that responds to corgi text with a bunny GIF, this is for you. We're gonna go ahead and save and continue. You know, you can put some stuff here just for like time's sake. I'm not gonna go too in detail with it. So I'm gonna leave that part more blank. Is this where we should come next Friday when the hackathon starts? MLH, the Twitch here is used for, I believe, yeah, our first party, like all like corgi hacks, tidy the hack up, things like that. That's all gonna be on this Twitch here. So that way, but if you wanna know like when things are happening, make sure that you join the Discord. So I'm gonna say, iteration, say bunny. I'm gonna send the try it out link. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this this thing right here. So I'm just going to copy the REPL link, post it in here. I'm gonna say built with Python, Discord. Yeah, that's all I need. And then you can go ahead and add an image gallery or a video demo link. I'm gonna say save and continue. And then what day challenges are we competing in? We are saying 5, okay? And then we can save and we can submit. Go ahead and submit the project. So that being said, we now have this project right here. I hope that all y'all's dev posts will be way better. And I want to see y'all kind of play around with the Discord bot. Do what you want to do. Now that you know, like, you know how to constantly keep it running, you know how to get it set up, all the fun part, all that coding part is up to you. You can discover what you want the bot to do and how you want to make like your coding vision come true. So make sure that you submit to the dev post. You can even take your code right now and submit it as is, or you can, so you can submit the work that we did together today on the dev post, or if you'd like, you can also kind of expand your knowledge and submit your own Discord bot with the twist. So either way, I look forward to seeing them. So yeah. How do I see it? How do I join the Discord? I think the link is, I think this is the link, hold on. Yes, it is the link. Okay. Discord.gg/knowledge. Oh, I might have done that a couple times. But go ahead and just, this link right here, that's how you can join the community. Look how many members we have. It's like 18,000. That's so much. And that doesn't even include all the different people that we see at member hackathons. Just to kind of recap, we do have Corgi Hacks this weekend, and we're super excited to have you all join. That being said, if you need to watch this later, feel free to. There are a bunch of resources online. The one that I kind of used to get me set up myself was from Free Code Camp. I personally love using them as a resource, and I'll go ahead and pop that link in the chat as well. This goes a little more, talks a little bit more about doing like an encouragement bot, but that part I just kind of want to leave open-ended up to you. So if you prefer like seeing things via text, that is a great resource. Okay, but other than that, thanks for joining, and I can't wait to see y'all later. If you want to come chill with me, let me see when my next, I believe my next live stream challenge, I want to say that on the 11th, I'm not sure, but stay tuned, come back every day, and hopefully I get to see y'all again. So make sure you join the Discord, you see the March challenges announcements, you submit your thing to DevPost, and I will see you later this month. Okay, bye y'all.